What up, players? It's War Boss Tay up in this mug. Today I want to share with you a little secret that I've discovered, a little trick, a little life hack for building up and bulking out your Imperial Guard Astra Militarum army lists, filling it up with some infantry, and being able to save a little bit of money and cut costs while doing it with a sneaky little workaround I've discovered when doing the research and putting together the numbers, crunching the numbers for my own Astra Militarum army list. So you can see here a player has lined up all of these infantry and heavy weapons and armor sentinels on the table. It's great to look at your collection and see what you have. If you haven't done this, I suggest doing it at least once. Find the space to do it and set out your models for an army. It will really help you build up your motivation and get those wheels turning creatively to continue working and painting out your models. But if you'll notice, you've got a lot of infantry on the table, nearly half, and most Imperial and Astra Militarum Guard players have a lot of infantry. So we want to add those bodies to our army list. We want to see waves and waves of cannon fodder Imperial Guardsmen throwing themselves at the enemy, holding objectives. And the way to do it is to go on the Games Workshop web store if you want to pay that full retail price, and to get 10 Astra Militarum Cadian Shock Troopers. You're going to get a box of 10, which includes the old Cadian Shock Trooper bodies, those old sprues that are just ancient now, along with an upgrade sprue that has all of these different heads and bits and doodads on it. And you're going to be buying a bunch of these, and look at that for Americans, at least if you're on the Games Workshop web store and you buy them directly off the website, you are actually going to be paying $50 US. And a lot of that is going to be going to the new upgrade sprue, which has some female heads, some weapons on it. Like I said, different ways to build out your Cadian Shock Trooper squad there. But for $50, you get 10 bodies, and you want to be adding a lot of those to your list if you are starting a new Astra Militarum army. Most army lists that I've seen include around 6 to 8 squads of these guys to be holding objectives, like I said, to be putting into big chunky units. And that's going to run you, a lot, $300 to $400. And just in infantry bodies. Now, I'm also going to be pointing out how you can get some heavy weapons teams, because your heavy weapons teams can be built out in a number of different ways and attached to certain squads. You're going to want these in your collection as well. And even if you don't run them, just having the ability to add these to your collection, I think is very good, because you always have them if you want to chuck them onto a command squad or to make heavy weapons teams of their own or whatever. So to get this Cadian Shock Trooper heavy weapon box, you get 3 heavy weapons teams that can be built as auto cannons, las cannons, mortars, or heavy bolters, and I think bazookas. Do they still have bazookas? Gosh, I don't remember. I remember seeing bazookas in those old metal catechins, but looking at this box, for $42 US, you get 3 heavy weapons teams. Now, I've found a little workaround to adding 1 heavy weapons team and 10 Cadian Shock Troopers. You go on and you buy yourself a box of Brood Brothers from the Gene Stealer codes. What? Look at this. You get 10 Cadian Shock Troopers, the old school plastic Cadian Shock Troopers. You get 1 heavy weapons team. So I'm not sure what you can build it out as, but 1 heavy weapons team, and if they include all of the options for it, I think that's really great. And then if you have a Gene Stealer friend or a buddy that collects Gene Stealers, sell them the sprue of Gene Stealer upgrade bits, which include all of these heads, little icons, different ways that you can convert and kit bash with your Imperial Guard stuff to make these Gene Stealer cult troops. So for this box of Brood Brothers, you're going to be paying $42. That's the same as 3 heavy weapons teams, or 1 heavy weapons box, 1 heavy weapons squad box. And I think that's such a great value, because you're getting 10 shock troopers, you're getting 1 heavy weapons team, $42. Now let's compare the price. If you were to get the same amount of bodies, right? 30 Cadian shock trooper bodies and 3 heavy weapons teams, you're looking at buying 3 boxes of Cadians. So that would be $150 if you get them off of the GW web store. $42 for the heavy weapons team box. You're looking at $192. Or you get 3 Brood Brother boxes, which gives you the same amount of bodies, 30 Cadian shock troopers and 3 heavy weapons teams, and you're going to be paying $126 instead. The great thing about it is that the Gene Stealer box does not take away the Imperial Guard heads. Like, they don't remove the helmets and say that you have to use these Gene Stealer called helmets. They're basically giving you the Cadian shock trooper sprue as is, so a box of 10 and then 1 sprue of the heavy weapons teams. I think it's a fantastic way to save some money. And I mean, like, yeah, look at that, $70. It's crazy. Just about $70 is of savings to get 3 squads, and then 3 squads of infantry and 1 squad of heavy weapons. So take a look at that. I think it's great. And now there are other ways that you can save money too, by not even going through Games Workshop, but purchasing them on eBay. Different vendors or game stores, online retailers will sell you the discounted price that they're able to cut some costs off of that. So you don't have to go out and buy the Cadian Stands box set once or even twice to put a bunch of infantry into your army list. There are other ways of doing it. And thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you would like to head back over to the Discord, we've got a great community over there. I'll leave that link down below. And if you'd like to support the studio, I've got my Patreon link, as well as the link to all of the books that I've written so far. And that's it, guys. I hope you're having a great day. I love the Astra Militarum. I love the idea of hordes of infantry being just slapped on the table and then running around, grabbing objectives, and dying horrible deaths to the myriad of ways that other armies can rain down upon you. And thanks for watching. I hope you're having a great day, and stay safe out there, guys. We'll talk to you in the next video.